Hello, today we're going to look at running classification on iOS using the experimental GPU delegate for TensorFlow Lite. The way we're going to do this is we're going to start with the instructions on how to run the normal demo application. The first step is to run git clone to get the full TensorFlow repo. Once this is done, we can follow the other instructions. I've run some of them, like installing Xcode and installing the CocoaPod library. But I need to download the models. Make sure you're in the TensorFlow directory before running that. Then we're going to cd into the iOS camera directory. And then we're going to run pod install to get the pod file up to date in this project. The next thing we need to do is to run Xcode. So this is an unmodified project, so it's using the default nightly CocoaPod. This means that it won't have GPU support. However, we can see if we can get this app to work. If we try to build it, we'll find that it fails. We have to do a couple of project setup things to make it work. The first thing to do is to just give your app a unique identifier. So I'm going to go over and I'm going to change the bundle identifier to be prefixed by my username. Now I'm going to try again. It still doesn't work. Well, I forgot to provide my Apple ID account. Once I do that, I'll try it one more time and it'll actually build. So now we're ready to modify the application to use the GPU. So there's a couple of changes into the files that we need to make. Let's go and navigate over to the project files to look at what we need to change. So if we go to TF-Lite camera example, and then camera example view controller.h, we need to change TF-Lite use contrib lite to 0 and TF-Lite use GPU delegate to 1. Once that's done, we need to quit out of Xcode. We need to edit the pod file, and we're going to switch it to the GPU experimental pod and comment out the original one. Now we run pod update. Once that's done, we can run Xcode again using the workspace file. Now we're going to run the application and see if it compiles with the new CocoaPod. Once that's done building, we can actually go and take a look at the app running on our device. On the device, we can see that it's working properly. That's all there is to it. We hope you enjoy the GPU delegate.